One thing that really impressed me about Tagu was that he followed the method and the tools as outlined in my book, The Visual System of Work. He would do basically what I asked him to do, but he still allowed room to change things and modify things to fit with his culture, with his business, which was very impressive. He heard about me through the audio by Kathy Fish that was delivered on Sweet Process.
My firm manages over $100 million, and we have been able to do that by creating systems and processes.
The vision, mission, and guiding principles. He did a great job on that, as well as the 3 to 5 year vision. But what really stood out was the org chart, and I'm looking at it here. And it designated that positions that needed to be filled, positions that they needed to do work on, and it almost became an action plan in itself, the work he did on the organization structure. Beautiful work. When we got into his employees, we did a thing called task matrices. And a task matrix is a document where people basically write down what they do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. He did that for all of his employees, and then he sent me a picture showing them all on the wall with photos. And he talked about the great pride that his employees had in doing that. Well, between you and me, it really gave a sense of dialogue that people could educate one another on what they truly did at work. And that came across very strong. Then we got into processes, mapping out all of his processes. And one of the first ones he did, I'm looking at the example, was the bond transaction process. And as you can see, it takes some time. You need to get everyone involved, so you have your day-to-day job you have to do, but somehow you have to have time to concentrate on this. And as a leader, he did a wonderful job getting his people together to do that. Now, once you have your processes mapped, now you can start identifying the key handoffs within the processes, which I call critical control points. And I'm looking at an example here, which using the bond transaction process, he selected 3 control points. And that allowed the employees to focus on those 3 handoffs to make sure they were doing on-time, complete, and accurate work. Very impressive. As we moved on, we did a meeting matrix because every business has certain critical meetings, but usually they're not documented, the agendas and so forth. So as you can see from the example, they did create a meeting matrix sheet, which I believe helped them organize all their meetings. And then they created their scorecard because you need to have some way to keep score whether you're winning or not. And again, most impressive on what they came up with. Now, one thing that I want to just grab here and look at, it's what I call the 5W2H. To get any project done, you have to know what to do, why you should do it, when to do it, where to do it, who to do it, and how much you should do it. Well, he took that form and they started using it to get other projects done. And very impressive. All I can say, it was a great joy, and we did this in 90 days. So it's a tribute to Tagu, his management team, all of his employees, that they were able to get this done. And then I want to thank Tagu. He did write me a nice recommendation letter, so thank you, Tagu, for doing that. And I would like to wish Vantis a very happy 5th anniversary.